Hello. So, if you have made your way here, I am super happy to connect with you. My name is Donna, and I want to take this opportunity to just give you some more information about our hypnotherapy, NLP, and energy psychology diploma course that we run in Newquay. This is a full practitioner training course. It's very intense. There is a lot of content within this course, and it equips you with all the tools that you need to set up practice as a conscious facilitator. This course is accredited. It's accredited by the General Hypnotherapy Standards Council, and you can check them out. And this particular course allows you to learn very quickly, very easily, how to really play with different levels of consciousness, how to guide your client into achieving different levels of consciousness, with a particular aim of really getting into the root cause of these very common, everyday emotional issues that we all experience in one way or another throughout our lives. So this is your depressions and your anxieties, your traumas, your post-traumatic stress disorder. It may be phobias. It may be even simple things like limiting beliefs. I'm not good enough. I feel like a failure. Um, I'm not important. Whatever it might be, we all hold these patterns, these energetic patterns. And sometimes these patterns are quite big, and I describe them as having fractures in our consciousness. And that's really feelings of real deep disconnect from certain aspects to ourselves, which is really just a kind of a natural coping mechanism that we create in order to navigate difficult situations that we have faced. So the point of this course is to teach you really simple, really effective, and really, really rapid processes that you can guide your client through to get right into the root of these issues, right into the root of the emotion that's held within the physical body that is creating these energetic blocks that are manifested in these list of issues that I've just described. And the most fascinating thing about this particular type of therapy and this way of working is that it is not unusual to get into a root cause, such as like a depression that someone has experienced for 20 years, and process out that pattern in as little as a couple of sessions. And this is a very profound experience, not only to witness as a facilitator, but also to experience firsthand. Many clients come in and they believe that it's going to take weeks, months, or years to rid themselves, to overcome, to cure, or to heal from these particular issues because they have experienced these patterns for such a long time, sometimes most of their lives. And so to have the ability to really guide someone straight to the problem, straight into the energy, straight into the consciousness, the pattern that is creating the problems, and help guide them through releasing, removing, transmuting this energy, is a wonderful thing. And so this is really what this course is about. It's about preparing you with the tools, preparing you with the guidance and the wisdom so that you know exactly how to do this, but also how to do it safely. Also to have the wisdom and the knowledge behind you of what it is you're doing and why you're doing it. This is very, very connected to us being able to evolve into more expanded levels of awareness and consciousness, because these particular energy blocks are really preventing us from fully expanding into the fullest potential that we have available to us as human beings. Because of course they are very limiting in so many ways. They make us feel small, they make us feel not good enough, not worthy, and not loved. And so to have these processes available to us that really allow to really get in and move through these things quickly and effectively opens up space for us to begin to create something different, something new, something much more in alignment with what we actually came here to do. So the hypnotherapy part of the course is about understanding levels of trance, levels of consciousness, how to achieve those levels of consciousness and how to guide your client into those levels of consciousness effortlessly and easily. Okay. The second part, we cover some NLP. The reason why NLP is so important and why I've included it in this course is it's really foundational understanding of what human programming is. So beginning to really embody and understand that we are subject to programming. We live in a sort of a program, and everything that we were exposed to before the age of 7 was a program, was creating a program for us. And sometimes that program is really helpful, but sometimes it's very limiting. So depending on our parents, our caregivers, our early years at school, we might feel, a lot of self-love, a lot of self-worth. We might feel that the world is a safe place. We might have tapped into some of our natural gifts and talents. But very often we can also experience the opposite of that, that perhaps the world isn't a safe place. Perhaps we experience feelings of loneliness, isolation, feelings of not fitting in. We might have experienced bullying, or we might have had teachers that weren't as supportive as they could have been. Now, we're not blaming anyone for this. Everybody is doing the best they can from the level of awareness and the programming that was given to them. So this isn't about blame, but this is about moving into a space of more understanding, embodying more awareness of how this all works, so that we can overcome, so that we can expand beyond these limitations. So the NLP stuff will really help you understand human programming and begin to identify the programs, first of all, that aren't working within yourself, and we all have them. The energy psychology aspect of the course helps you understand how to work with energy. Really at the root and the core of everything, everything is energy. Everything is consciousness. And the reason why I bring this into the course is actually, rather than making the course more complicated, if anything, it makes everything about helping a client release the patterns that they hold within their body much more simplistic, much easier. We can bypass the story. We can bypass, all of the situations that we've lived through as we loop round and around and around in these patterns that we hold, and just again get right into the root of it and understand that it is energy. It's energy, and energy can be moved. Energy can be moved very easily and very quickly with the right understanding and the right tools. As a bonus within this course, I also introduce a section of quantum hypnosis. Now, I have a course in quantum hypnosis that is a course in its own right. But this is such a fascinating area and such an exciting area, and all of my students absolutely love this section in the course, because what it does is it allows us to understand that we have the ability to tap into something that's called our super consciousness. So we have our subconscious, we have our conscious awareness, and we have this super consciousness available to us. And the super consciousness, really, in a very simplistic way, what it does is it allows you to bypass the program. The program, remember, is where all the limitations and the traumas and the safety mechanisms and defense mechanisms are held. And when we can find a route through that and we can connect to a larger part, a more expanded part of our consciousness, we can gain wisdom. We can ask questions. We can ask all of life's questions that we have about who we are, why we're here, what our purpose is, what blocks are we holding that's preventing us from moving into our highest alignment, our highest purpose. We can experience some profound healing whilst we are activated with super consciousness. So that's kind of an added bonus within this course. And, so many of the students that have really connected and enjoyed this section of the course may go on to then doing the more intensive super consciousness training, the quantum hypnosis. So this is a really exciting course. It's really cutting edge. I can hand on heart say that you will not find another course just like this. And the reason being is because I have spent many years developing, adjusting, readjusting, and bringing in only the aspects that I feel are the most powerful, the most potent, and the aspects which allow us to move through things in the most efficient and the most rapid way. And so by the time you qualify, you will have a bag of tools that will allow you to step into the role as a conscious facilitator. That really you will be at a place where you will have an understanding more advanced than many of the therapists out there, because you will have that real expanded awareness about how all this stuff works. And the course itself is generally run over around 7 months. It's 1 day a week, excluding term times, so excluding school holidays. So if you have little ones, you don't need to worry about childcare. And it's a massive self-development journey. You cannot do a course like this without expanding in your own awareness, without expanding in your own consciousness, without healing, and without moving through some of your own limitations. So if you would like to join this course, or if you would like to know more about this, perhaps you have some questions that you'd like to ask, then please reach out, send me a text, and we can arrange a convenient time for a chat. So wherever you are and whatever you're doing, sending you lots of love and enjoy the rest of your day. And I'm excited to connect with you at some point in the future. Thank you for listening.